Hey, what up YouTube? Today on my RC channel, we're gonna open this and see what's inside. Well, it's May, so that means it's the month of Monster Truck Mayhem, and we're gonna start this month off with opening this Axial Gravedigger ready to run and giving it a good test drive and racing it against some clodbusters. After getting this thing out of the box, you begin to understand that this thing is made with the normal axial quality, although I think that they're used to building lighter rigs, because on the test drive I actually broke a lower control arm, lost the spring perch off of one of the shocks, and found a piece of debris in the motor that actually jammed it up. I ended up switching the motor out and then found the debris during the motor swap. I did have to change the plug on the ESC because I use exclusively T plugs, the old school Dean style plugs. And boom, now I can use my batteries. So right now I am charging up a 3S pack for this Gravedigger, and then I challenged Amber Beebe to a monster truck race with the mother trucker against Gravedigger. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we're out here in the fields. We're gonna give this Gravedigger a good run. This is the first run Axial Gravedigger, my RC channel. So, let's see how this goes, guys. I'm pretty excited. I'm running this truck on 3S. And, yeah. It's completely stock. Well then, I see a little bit of smoke coming out of it. No fire. Maybe it just got hot. But I gotta take it inside and diagnose it. Might be broken already. Alright, that lasted about 5 minutes and that motor is fried, we believe. Or it might be the ESC. That was a quick fail. It says you can run it on 3S. I'm gonna double check that when I get back up there, but yeah, 5 minutes, 3S, done. So we're gonna swap the motor out and see what it does. Alright guys, this is the motor that failed right away. It is the Axial part number DYNS1222, and it immediately went up in smoke. I got about 5 minutes of runtime out of it. Luckily Grandpa Beebe was kind enough to donate this Reedy modified 12 turn from back in the day. I don't know how he knows it's a 12 turn, but you know, what? Oh, 12 by 2. There it is. So it might have a little bit more going on than this axial motor. We'll see. Here's our problem. What the heck is this? But let's get this Reedy modified in. Radio line. And we're back in business. Alright, let's give this another shot, shall we? Alright, take two, first drive. Now we have a Reedy modified 12 turn in it. And I went up 2 teeth because I'm going to be running on 2S. So it's not exactly box stock anymore, but it's pretty close. Okay, so maybe we should get the races on. Alright guys, here we go, my RC monster truck races. Here we're just going to get a couple practice laps in before we do the real race. For the first lap, we just do follow the leader so that everybody gets familiar with the layout of the track and the way each individual truck acts over each obstacle. Grandpa Beebe is driving the original Mother Trucker, which is an almost fully stock clodbuster with the exception of oil shocks. And it really struggled with the hill climb much more than Mother Trucker 2.0 or this Gravedigger truck. Mother Trucker 2.0 being driven by Amber Beebe. And of course yours truly, Chester Whiting, driving this Axial Gravedigger. Mother Trucker 2.0 was a Facebook Marketplace store, which was a fully built pro stock clodbuster chassis with 27 turn axial motors and Proline tires. That truck handles the corners pretty well with its 4-wheel steering thanks to its axle mounted servos front and rear and Spectrum AVC receiver helping keep things going in a straight line. A big thank you goes out to my little niece and nephew for being such great turn marshals while us big kids play with our toys. I know that they had a handful with us. All of these trucks are being run on 2S LiPo batteries, and it is just about time to get this race started. Let's get lined up. If you enjoy this video, make sure you leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to catch more action like this. Here, Grandpa Beebe calls the start of the race and grabs that hole shot. Mother Trucker 1.0 shoots right up the hill without any issues. However, the Gravedigger is having trouble grabbing traction and making it up the slope. Oh, and Mother Trucker 2.0 is stuck in the ravine having electrical issues with the ESC, necessitating a restart. After a couple bonus practice laps, we're going to reline these trucks up and get started with this new race. Nobody was really counting laps or seeing what position anybody was really in, so I'm just going to run this race out for 5 minutes and we're going to try to keep track of who had how many laps at the end of this 5-minute period. Once again, Grandpa Beebe catches that hole shot as we all pile up at the bottom of the ravine before the hill climb. Grandpa Beebe's hole shot kept him out of that mess as he glides up that hill and goes straight towards the grass pile. Amber Beebe now in second in Mother Trucker 2.0. She has a little bit of work to reel in Grandpa Beebe, and followed by the Gravedigger. That Reedy 12-turn modified motor really helped out a lot to reel in Mother Trucker 2.0 as I catch up and we all make our first lap. Grandpa Beebe's in the lead as I shoot past Mother Trucker 2.0 with my Axial to take second place. Led by Grandpa Beebe, the entire field is on their second lap, heading towards that grass hill. And the Gravedigger did not make that landing, losing its position and letting Mother Trucker 2.0 slide by into second. Wayne Beebe keeping first place and throwing some gap in the field with that Mother Trucker 1.0 stock clodbuster. Another fumble out of the ravine by the Gravedigger allowed Mother Trucker 2.0 to make the pass and retain second place. The entire field is on the second lap now. Grandpa Beebe still has a commanding lead, and we're all heading towards that grass hill. And another tumble by the Axial, allowing second place to grow a gap, and Grandpa Beebe still in first place, with Mother Trucker 1.0 dropping into and powering through the ravine. and enjoying a comfortable lead as he comes into his third lap. Followed by Beebe being only 1 corner behind Wayne. The Gravedigger is making his way out of the ravine and also coming into the third lap. And a huge jump to Gravedigger across that start-finish line. The entire field is now on the third lap. Grandpa Beebe's making his way around the bend, coming into his fourth lap, but then he starts to toy with the other contestants. He showboats at the finish line as Mother Trucker 2.0 drops into the ravine. And yet another tumble from the Gravedigger allows Mother Trucker 2.0 to grow her second place gap against third as she closes out her third lap and is now on her fourth lap. Gravedigger not too far behind though, led by Wayne Beebe by about a third of a lap, followed by Mother Trucker 2.0 and Gravedigger as all the drivers are lap 4. Wayne coming around that back sweeper, coming into lap 5 with a very, very healthy lead against the other drivers. And the Gravedigger tumbles it, trying to make the pass into second, coming out of the ravine. Mother Trucker maintaining her second place status as she comes into lap 5, and Gravedigger struggles to recover from that little accident in the ravine. As Wayne starts to approach the straggler third place, and is he gonna lap him? Gravedigger is now on lap 5 as Wayne is coming into lap 6, but struggles with the hill climb a little bit as Mother Trucker 2.0 comes around the bend, with the Gravedigger once again nipping at her heels. Mother Trucker 2.0 maintains second while they come into lap 6, followed in last place by Gravedigger. And Wayne with a roughly 2/3 of a track lead as he's coming into his lap 7. Oh, and the Gravedigger is now in second place as they come down the grassy hill and make their way into the ravine. Gravedigger is making his way around the back bend, coming into his lap 7, with Mother Trucker being about a third of a lap behind. But Gravedigger takes a tumble on the other side of the finish line, allowing Mother Trucker 2.0 to catch up and get back into second place, while Wayne and Mother Trucker 1.0 tumble into the ravine. Mother Trucker 2.0 charging towards that grassy hill as Gravedigger and Mother Trucker both struggle to recover. With less than 1 minute left on this race, will Wayne be able to hold off in his stock Clodbuster against Mother Trucker 2.0? Oh, Mother Trucker 2.0 slides past him as he trying to get flipped back over after taking a tumble off that boulder. Oh, as Wayne's tumble cost him the entire race, allowing Gravedigger into second place coming into lap 9. With Beebe coming in as the lead. Good job, Amber, on your first place finish. Alright guys, thanks for watching that video. I'm going to get this thing fixed up because in the next episode, it's got to take on Project Big Daddy. So I'm going to repair this trailing arm. I'm going to replace them with some aluminum ones that I found on Amazon. And as far as the race results, Beebe came in first, I came in second, Wayne came in last, and it was only because we did a 5-minute race instead of, I think, 15 laps because this truck broke. Alright guys, thanks for watching, peace.